Hello everyone, my name is Vivek from Computer Science Department, bearing roll number 23211A0514. In this video, I'm going to explain about naming conventions in Java. Introduction. If we follow proper naming conventions, it helps in improving readability and maintainability of the code, and it also helps in writing clean and consistent code. Overview of the naming conventions. All the class names should start with uppercase and they should be noun. Example, string, button, system. The interface names, they should start with uppercase letters and they should be adjective. Example, runnable, remote. And the method names, they should start with lowercase and they should be a verb. Example, action performed, println. And the variable names, they should start with lowercase letters. Example, first name, order number. And the package names, they should be in lowercase letters. Example, Java, Lang, SQL. And the constant names, they should be with uppercase with underscores. Example, max, priority, red. Variable naming conventions. We have to use camel case notations, which means that we have to start with lowercase letter and the subsequent words first letter should be in capital. And next we have to use meaningful names. We have to avoid the names like X, Y, N. And we should avoid using reserved keywords in Java. Example, class, int. And we have to start the naming of variables with a letter and not a digit. Let's look at the examples. Int student age. This is a variable name which is of type int, and this is the camel case notation. And this is the string, and this is a variable which is of camel case notation. And this is a constant of type int. Best practices for naming variables. We have to be specific and concise. Example, max retry count. This is the name of a variable which is in camel case letters. The first letter in the first word is small lowercase and the subsequent first letters are in capital, and we have to avoid using variable names like x, and boolean variables should start with is, has or can. We have to use singular for single values and plural for collections. We have to avoid unnecessary usage of abbreviations. For example, if we want to declare a variable, we have to declare it like total amount, and we have to avoid using the abbreviations like TTL amount. We have to avoid using single letter variables, except in case of loops like for, while and do while, we can use I. Use named constants instead of hard-coded values, and we have to avoid underscores in variable names except for the constants. Examples. This is a integer type variable and this is the camel case notation. We can write it in camel case notation by avoiding the usage of underscore. And we can use var for local variables. And we can use meaningful prefixes like get, set, update, which have a specific meaning. And we can avoid very long names and try to keep concise but descriptive. This var, it can be used for declaring the variables, and this is a username is the name of variable, and Java refers this as a string, as we have written John in double quotations, and this count is a variable and Java infers it as int. And this is an example for well-named class and method. Public class bank account, this is a camel case notation, and the starting letter of the class should start with capital. And this deposit, it is a method name and it is in lowercase letters. Thank you.